Skull and Bones is reportedly going to remain supported for year 2, despite no one playing it. Why? Why is that a thing that's happening? It just seems like a waste of money. It seems like a money pool to me. Probably something to do with money laundering. I bet there's money laundering somewhere along the line. Ubisoft's Naval Online game looks like it's staying afloat for now, but the numbers don't look good. What are the numbers? What do the numbers say? What do the numbers mean? Mason. The seas have been choppy of late for live services games looking to make a name for themselves, with most of them seeking forlornly to the bottom of the Steam charts. Skull and Bones is one such game that seems to be heading in that direction. That was a lot of word salad, bro. I'm sorry. Like, these people that are writing these articles, they're just fluffing these articles. Because that was like... That could have been achieved in like 2 lines. You gave me 4 lines. It's not that it's bad exactly, as corroborated by our review. It's just that stripping the colorful characters, the exploration, and swashbuckling silliness out of the golden age of piracy setting in favor of unsightly live service trappings leaves you with something rather niche, instead of a fantasy that just about anyone can get on board with, like, say, Sea of Thieves or Black Flag. Well, unsightly live service, that's the problem right there. Nobody wants to play live service games anymore. They all became the same. They all have like the same skins, the same season pass, the same battle pass. They've all got the same crap in it. Also, declaring Skull and Bones a quadruple A game shortly before launch was maybe one of the most pride before fall statements in the history of gaming. Yeah, that's literally what this game and what was it, Forspoken, launched quadruple A into being a meme, and now nothing can ever be quadruple A. I think the real quadruple A games are games like Baldur's Gate 3, because that game is just massive. But it seems that Ubisoft isn't done with Skull and Bones yet, as Insider Gaming has reported that Ubisoft has plans for year 2 content for the game. How many players will actually be around to play this content is a bit of a mystery. Steam charts show Skull and Bones averaging under 200 concurrent players in the last 30 days. Wow. Wow. That's like Concord numbers. That's a crazy low amount of people playing. How are they paying for this? They must have contracts that make them obligated to keep this game running, because that's crazy. Like, why? Why is this game still a thing? There are games that have been recently shut down that had 10x the players that this game has. Steam, where am I? On the other hand, plenty of other online games, the Battlefield series, Titanfall 2, Sea of Thieves, to name a few, found success on Steam despite arriving on the platform years after their initial launch. So those Skull and Bones members don't look great comparatively. And some of those games are old. Like Titanfall 2 and the Battlefield series, people are playing games from like 2012, 2014. Insider Gaming source didn't reveal Skull and Bones' current player numbers, saying only that they might surprise people. Continuing to support a service game into a second year, especially one with as much investment as this, may not seem surprising, but in this case, it's coming from a company who announced 2 weeks ago that it would be shutting down its online shooter X-Defiant after little over 6 months. I forgot that they did X-Defiant, and they just shut that down. So why are they keeping this one going? This one, it doesn't make any sense. What's it got left? They must be getting paid from somewhere, from someone. One whale is just giving them millions of dollars, buying literally everything on the marketplace, and that's keeping this game afloat. I could see it. Continuing to support a service game into a second year, especially one with a blah blah blah, may not seem surprising. But in this case, it's coming from a company who announced 2 weeks ago that it would be shutting down its online shooter X-Defiant after little over 6 months after its initial release. It was out for 6 months. These games keep failing pretty much immediately. I don't know anybody who even knew about X-Defiant. They didn't really market it very well. And it seemed more like a PC shooter to me anyway, and most people, even on PC, want to play console games nowadays. Because console games they're simple. They're easy to play. and subsequently laying off nearly 300 employees. But how many employees did they have running it, though? How many employees do they have in total? They got like 20,000 employees or something, don't they? At least keeping Skull and Bones afloat would help prevent another round of layoffs, but it's looking every bit like a game on borrowed time. Yeah, I don't think it even lasts its full year, too. I think it's gonna get even less players, unless they pull something out of their ass and it just becomes an amazing game all of a sudden. I don't see that happening. But if they pulled all the microtransactions out and just ran it free to play and maybe like sold some DLC, I could see it being successful.